There we have it. Tim Tszyu versus Sebastian Fundora face off for our main event on March 30th at T-Mobile Arena on PBC Pay-Per-View. Available on Prime Video, promoted by TGB Promotions and No Limit Boxing. You guys, this is going to be an exciting fight. Sebastian Fundora always brings it. So does Tim Tszyu. We will speak to Sebastian Fundora after this face-off. With the last-minute change in opponent, obviously, everyone's talking about it. I know you're probably sick of hearing about it, but this guy is a lot taller and he's a southpaw. But I heard you flew in Mikkel Fox, who is the same height, and he's a southpaw. So how grateful are for you having a guy come in last minute, give you some great work?
100%, you know, and it was the how quick it happened. You know, I found out the news on Sunday evening, and the boys were in Monday morning. So. Two of them came down, and I'm grateful for that type of work to be able to give me. Just, you know, a week's notice, a week prep to fight such a fighter like that. It's David versus Goliath.
Yes. And what's the biggest adjustment you think you're going to have to make? Obviously, I know he's southpaw, but what's going to be your most crucial punch or maybe defense that's going to be the key to your fight on Saturday?
Yeah, this fight's all it's awkwardness. You know, you got someone that tall, someone lanky, who's got a completely different style to Thurman, someone that I've been prepping for 8 weeks, but nothing phases me, nothing worries me.
You're used to guys going out.
Whatever, yeah. There's a long list of them, man. There's a long list, and whatever, it is what it is. The show goes on.
And you had an amazing 2023. You had 3 fights, 3 wins, and you became world champion. So how do you top that, and what are your plans for 2024?
Well, look, this is Unification, so there's another belt on the line. WBC is coming on board, which I'm grateful for. You know, another legacy-defining type fight, and then just continuing doing what I'm doing. And you know, one day I hope they'll say the Tszyu name would be the greatest family to ever step foot into this boxing world.
I love that it's a family business. You know, that's very important, and I feel like that's something you can lean on when times do get tough. In a situation like this, where you have a last-minute change in opponent, you can lean on your core values. You know, I did want to touch on your opponent though, Sebastian Fundora, who we see working out in the ring right now. Have you seen him in person before?
Yeah. We met a couple times actually. He's a good fella. There's not much to say. He's got the height. That's how he fights, and he's a good man.
Yes, and just because he's so much taller than you, do you plan on just digging into his body on fight night?
No, not particularly. You know, I'll hopefully find the right shots. Every great boxer finds a way to win. So whatever it is on the night, hopefully we'll find those keys.
I was telling my dad about this. We got this call on Sunday. Big news, very big news. Not for one title, because we were fighting for the first. At first, we were just fighting for the WBC, but now it's the WBC and the WBO. You know, God works in mysterious ways, and I'm not gonna fight it.
That's why it's so important to do what you're supposed to do and stay prepared, because you never know what opportunities are gonna come up, and when you're prepared, that's when you win. So it's not the biggest change for you because the height's the same, the stance is the same, but are there any adjustments you've made in this final week of camp, whether it's in sparring or training, to prepare for Tszyu?
I'm just going to work on what I need to do. With the bow shoe, he's right-handed, he was a shorter fighter than me as well, and they're pressure punchers. So I feel the same thing with Tim Tszyu. It's no different to me. I just need to worry about what I'm going to do, stick to my plan, and I'll become successful.
And then the triangle theory, I'm not sure you've heard of that, but it doesn't always hold true in boxing, but you and Tszyu have a common opponent in Brian Mendoza. So Brian beat you, he beat Brian. Did you watch his fight versus Brian? Did you take away anything from that?
I actually didn't watch that fight. You know, I was working with my dad. We were doing a fence, or I forgot what it was. It was last year. So, but we were busy. With the fight with Mendoza, of course, I lost that fight, but I felt that fight was pretty easy before that. And I'm just going to do my thing, worried about what Sebastian Fundora can do, and nothing about anybody else.
Okay, and last question. How are you expecting this fight to go? Do you see it going the distance, or do you see it ending early, maybe?
I just want to win this fight. I want to become unified champion, and we'll see from there on.
All right, Sebastian. Well, it's always nice talking to you. Thank you so much, and kudos to you for accepting this fight, you and Tim, and we're really looking forward to it. The fans appreciate it, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.